Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Challenge Cup 2020. This is Diesel Pilot, and we have tonight a matchup between onefineday and JonnyLink, second round of our Randomizer tournament. We just got word that our racers will be starting here shortly, so with that in mind, let's see what we have here. We've got very shortly, we'll be seeing what it is that they're going to give to. So let's see what they have for us for the opening round. Hold on to your seat. And it's rolled 4. So to start out with, our runners will be doing rolled 4, and we've got onefineday and JonnyLink. We're getting synchronized, but they're both checking the pipe, and they find themselves actually very close to the castle, but they still have a bridge to build, and they have fire brothers, twin fire brothers, they have to fight while small and in the water. That's a brutal way to start a match, but there really was no choice. They got to face one or the other, and JonnyLink and onefineday both go down to them, but they end up going and fighting them again, this time on the cloud stages. JonnyLink gets it and gets a mushroom for his trouble after the fact. onefineday also matches up with a mushroom. They'll pull their music boxes out of it, and they're going to just go start looking for other stages to clear. JonnyLink gets trolled by the spinner, gets spun right down into the abyss. So here we go. Now we got JonnyLink trying it again. onefineday, let's see what we got for them. Hey, so they're making quick work through this stage. We got ourselves, it's one of the World 3 de-auto-scrolled auto-scrollers. Making quick work of this, so out of 3-7 here. Oh yeah, chat, that was just evil. It's pretty cruel how Randomizer can start up sometimes and just give you meanness instead of, you know, the fun that we're supposed to be enjoying. So onefineday checking it out, he sees what he sees. He decides he's going to try to take a pipe here to skip a level, and that will take both of them to the fort, and it's 5F2. They'll be able to skip a couple of levels this way, and onefineday and JonnyLink both take it on into 5F2. Doing a little bit of platforming. It's part of the game. onefineday picking up a leaf, and JonnyLink matching them right stride for stride practically as they get around through the dry bones and into Boom Boom's lair. onefineday and JonnyLink both once again right neck and neck as they take out Boom Boom, and this is looking like a match seed so far. So what started out as kind of a cruel bit of vindictiveness by the RNG. So far, it's not too much trouble, and here we go with the first real split in the match as JonnyLink decides to take a Hammer Brother fight. Turns out to be a Five Brothers, and gets an anchor, which is the wild card. onefineday also takes it. Different Fire Brother fight. So that was the first split, and the first split is going to be, the difference is going to be the anchor that JonnyLink will take into his inventory. It's that P-Wing. Both players will have that, although onefineday, I believe he did just use it to make quick work of this stage. So that's going to be, so as we go further, onefineday will have used both of his P-Wing and will not have the anchor. Lemmy goes down in just 2 hits, or Iggy goes down in just 2 hits, I believe. So we're making a quick work of this one. World 1 is done in just 3.5 minutes. onefineday looked like he almost got the wand grab at the top of the screen, but it wasn't quite high enough, and he's going to have to take the long fall of shame. And JonnyLink is right there on his tail, entering Iggy's cabin. There goes 1 hit. There goes 2 hits. And yep, it was a 2-hit Iggy. And the king is pointing out that Mario Maker obviously can't be great because there's no frog suit, and we get another P-Wing. JonnyLink is going to be flush with P-Wings, as it turns out. And we go into the first fort. World 2 posted as World 3. We get 3 F2. One Fine Day showing how it's done with a little bit of a quick maneuvering through this pipe of the stretch booze, or through the flooded stage of the stretch booze, and JonnyLink is once again right there behind him. There. Thanks for our volunteer who helped with the audio there. That sounds a lot better. One Fine Day is going to check a pipe, finds himself somewhat on the other side of the World 3. Not too far. He has a fire brother to take care of. Takes care of him, makes quick work. Gets yet another P. So this is looking to be the P-Wing seed. And a very quick World 3 after all. One Fine Day finds he's already got the airship with just that one pipe check. Here comes JonnyLink right on his heels. And Wendy, side salad Wendy, just like what was happening with the earlier seed. We saw one hit and she goes down. Decides she's not gonna. JonnyLink, actually, hey buddy, come on. I get letting trying to go for the fire kill when you don't know what it was, but it turned out that it's a one-hit Wendy. Kind of wish she'd just taken one hit just to try to see what you got, but he makes quick work of her nonetheless, and he's just seconds behind One Fine Day. Not a P-Wing, but we do have a Tanuki suit, so this is going to be a Raccoony seed, flying all over the place. One Fine Day, entering World 6, makes a quick pipe check. And I believe we actually heard on One Fine Day's audio, you heard that chime as you left the pipe. That should be the end card. With the Challenge Cup, we do have, the runners do have a choice of flags, and this time it was JonnyLink chose the first set of flags, and he chose to have the regular Group 2 bracket. So we do have hammers, breaking locks, and we have the in-card panel set. You did hear that. And JonnyLink, oh, hello, locks. We got a lot of P-Wings, but we don't have any hammers to break those locks. And both of our runners realizing they've got to go somewhere else to deal with some locks. One Fine Day gets his in-card panel, and he's going to go check out. Well, doesn't get any matches. JonnyLink trying his out. Was that the same pattern on the in-cards they have? Now, the in-card panels, there are 8 randomized panels, but since there are just 8, you can have, both runners can start out with both the same panels, since it does pull them from the same set of from the same decks. But we do go into 8-1. Nobody wants to see 8-1. It's a you call it lovely. It's a nightmare. One Fine Day working through it, making it work, and JonnyLink also doing some nice platforming off the bullet bills and off of the note block and into the goal card. One Fine Day gets the 5-up fireworks. JonnyLink takes the 1-up instead. I could see both plays being quite valid, as you're still pretty early and you never know when you're going to get a nasty level. This one shouldn't be too much that nastiness. We got 5F2, although One Fine Day looking at an ugly pattern with the Disco Waffle and that Potaboo. He gets on through it. JonnyLink takes a hit and reverts back to Small Mario before picking up Mushroom in that block. And our runners, JonnyLink and One Fine Day, are once again neck and neck. The JonnyLink has taken a slight lead. That should be mitigated very quickly with One Fine Day getting the fire kill on Boom Boom. So our race is pretty much neck and neck, practically tied now. One Fine Day is going to check the pipes, see what we have as far as our lock situation down at the other end. He sees that one of the locks was broken, so he'll be able to take the other fort, and it was 8F2 that he's, or World 8 fort that he's going to have to play. JonnyLink's about to find the same news. World 8 fort, a little bit of complication, but it does feature pretty much every major feature of the Super Mario Bros. 3 game. Pretty much every game mechanic is in here, and that's part of the reason why it's probably my favorite fort in the game. In this case, we see One Fine Day trying to... Oh, wasn't able to clear that block to get a quick... at least a quick dive, so it's going to cost him a little bit of time as he maneuvers down to retake the P-switch. JonnyLink on the other side of the screen is checking to see he might be able to get... Nope, he's not going to one-cycle it. So he's going to have to go and get a second cycle on the P-switch and wait out the music again. Oh, you better hurry up, because that could cost him another cycle if he's not... There he goes. Gets in. So no harm, no foul. One Fine Day getting a quick fire kill on Boom Boom, and now he's got... It should be a clear path. Yes. With all the bridges in place, he's got a clear path to the castle and finds himself. And with a little bit of a Fred, we got the World 6 airship in World 6. So, a little bit of Fred chat. Come on, get your Freds out. Chat. Well, everybody's all over in the other races. Alright, so JonnyLink and One Fine Day both doing their platforming, hopping around through the World 6 airship. Finally, sitting now, trying to toss the circus balls at him. One Fine Day goes 3 hits. He's still not going down. 4 hits. So that's a 4-hitter for Lemmy. And JonnyLink's Lemmy is being a little bit more nasty. He's bouncing around, going side to side, and puts all 3 of those circus balls in between them before he finally goes down to the 4th hit. JonnyLink gives up his Fire Flower in the meantime, and One Fine Day has that advantage going in, along with a few seconds of advantage. And my Nigerian cousin has many coins to wire you. What's your bank account? So, anybody want to share your bank account? We got another P-Wing, and we got a 2-fort World 1. Here we, looks like we start with 4F2, the Donut Fort. So far, we've seen Worlds 4, 3, 6, and 1. That means we got 5, 2, and 7 remaining. And judging by the looks of that opening, we could end up with a relatively quick World 1. Let's take a look at the map now after we get this. See if it clears it. Yes, it does clear the map. So just one more stage in a Hammer Brother fight. One Fine Day is going to go back in, check the end cards. He knows of one of the matches, I believe. Yep, there goes. He gets one match. Oh, come on. Got Fireflower. Let's see if he gives us a peek at the inventory. Has a Tanuki suit. So the Fireflower in the inventory is a Tanuki suit. JonnyLink choosing to not do the end card. Actually puts both runners pretty much once again neck and neck. This race is tight as we go through. We're at 4 minutes. We're 4th world, nearly finished, 13 minutes into our stage, and we are still right on top of each other with our 2 runners. JonnyLink decides to use his star to fight the Hammer Brothers, and a good call as he ends up as Small Mario in... yeah, that mushroom's gone. He ends up as Small Mario, another P-Wing, as we enter the World 2 airship. You might as well just start throwing the P-Wings at everything, because... Yeah, there he goes. He goes as him use a P-Wing, because this is... absolutely flush with them in the inventory. Larry, 2 hits, not enough to take him down. He goes 3 hits, still not enough. 4 hits. 4 hits at least to take down. I think One Fine Day ended up getting the hammer kill, so it's probably a 5-hit Larry. JonnyLink's about to find out for sure. There's 2 hits. 3 hits. 4 hits. And 5 hits. Yes, a 5-hit Larry for JonnyLink. And folks, we are 10 seconds apart, I think, on this race. This is getting to be a very tight race, very good race. So with 5, 2, and 7 left, see what we have next. We got another, yeah, we got a leaf. So once again, flight in our princess letter, and we are moving. One fine day, he's taking a look at the pipes. He's going to scout out this level before he makes any commitments to any tough levels. Finds the Piranha stage, not a bad choice. It's a pretty quick stage. It opens up a little bit of pathing, and it provides an item. The Piranha stages are sort of the World 7 equivalent to the Hammer Brothers. Just a little bit longer, and our item for this first one is the Cloud. That cloud could be quite useful. We still have a couple of world. One fine day finds a room with a view. JonnyLink finds that he needs a fort to clear. He's taking a look around. That looks like probably that level on the fort on the other side of World 3 up there. Could be one of them. But he does have the. Does he have a hammer? I didn't see if his inventory had a hammer. And since we are in World 7, 7F2 makes an appearance just because it hates me. But does not hate JonnyLink. He picks up a star as his first power-up and gets himself through those type mess of plants and gets another star. So JonnyLink's making quick work of this with the help of 2 stars despite being small. He does have to be careful with, looks like a couple of drunk hot feet sitting there, along with the disco waffles. That's going to be delicate, but he gets through, gets past the swamp, and so he's out through the tunnel of love, and all he has to do now is be careful with this boom boom fight. JonnyLink, be careful with the boom boom fight, and he is. One fine day has a couple of hits to give, and gives both of those hits. Going from Fire Flower to Small Mario in just a few seconds as he makes through that space. JonnyLink re-entering the in-card stage and picks up one match with the mushrooms, sees the Fire Flower, picks up another match, and he is done. So he picked up the flowers. Is he going to show the inventory? Not yet. I have to give mad props to both of those runners for an excellent 7F2. JonnyLink makes quick work, so this could be a big decision as JonnyLink uses the hammer and uses the music box to make quick work of the end of World 7 while One Fine Day is playing the pipe maze. JonnyLink 2 hits on Ludwig, 3 hits, loses his lead, 4 hits, so 4-hit Ludwig, and there goes One Fine Day. Entering World 7 entering the 7 airship just as JonnyLink is picking up the wand from Ludwig. One fine day uses one of those many P-Wings that he has. And this could be, I think this is actually the biggest lead of the game for either player as JonnyLink hits the ground at about 1808. And One fine day trying to get the wand grab, gets the wand grab, looks like he's good above the screen. So this should be a very quick fall. Yes, it is. So One Fine Day did get it. So we're still maybe 15 seconds separating our 2 runners. And that's about it. Meantime, JonnyLink gets into World 2, starts scouting through the levels, sees a couple things he wants to do. He's got a fort on it. He's got his eyes on a fort back earlier in the level, so he's going to go back to that for that. I'm having trouble speaking right now. I'm sorry, my viewers. So he goes back in, finds 3-3, and gets through it just fine. That opaque water not giving him too much trouble. Oh, he's got some sprite madness. It looked like that was Boss Bass coming up as a giant Goomba on One Fine Day's side. So this is 4-2. the tidal water with the giant water, and he's gone through. JonnyLink entering the World 6 carpet fort. That was the fort that he had his eyes on, and he's getting he gets a star from the first room. Makes quick work of a thwomp and goes through a couple of those stretch boosts. One fine day, he's going back into the end card game. He's going to spend a little bit of time to get a couple of items he hopes can be useful for him. JonnyLink gets hit by one of those drunk hot feet. That reduces him to small, but he's still going to be able to take this boom boom fight just fine. One fine day is now it looks like he's 2 levels back on JonnyLink, as the decision to play the in-card panel and a little bit of the slowness from World 7 slowed him down, and now he's getting trouble with the spinner there. That gets through it, but it was delicate there for a while. JonnyLink, taking a look at what his options are, takes a star and the Tanuki suit into 4-2. So I guess I should stand corrected. It's only about a 1 little difference. Just the difference of this carpet fort plus scrolling back and forth across the map is the difference at this point between our 2 runners. Still a very tight race, anybody's race, and we're 20 minutes into it, and we're already about to clear World 6. Well, I wouldn't say about to clear yet. We've still got a couple stages for sure. We've got judging by it, and one of them here is 2-3. 2-3, the giant pyramid blocks, including the pyramid of bricks, and oh, Micro Goomba, get off! There we go, we got the giant angry sun. The angry sun, just get out of our way! JonnyLink's gonna go and take a turtle shell to the angry sun. That'll take care of that. He's on his way out the door. One fine day, meanwhile, taking the boom boom fight, and he's making good progress into the stage. He'll enter the pyramids as well, and he's taking another P-Wing. Good choice. This is a great level for the P-Wings. You got lots of opportunities. Keep your speed up, your vertical speed as you're moving along, or your horizontal speed. And he's just letting the angry sun do his thing way down there. Yes, have to be careful as the sun bounces back and forth and gets a nice little jump down into that area, not having to wait for the turtle shell to finish clearing, and gets out. And now JonnyLink shows the next level is 6-5 here, which does require that the runners get a nice move by One Fine Day to use a cloud. I believe this could be quite handy as he skips that fort with the cloud. Although the fight with the Boomerang brothers isn't going quite as well. There he goes. Gets it. JonnyLink, 6-5, getting that. Gets the, gets his ride up to the top with the turtle shell. Clears out the stage. One Fine Day finds himself in 6-6. Not exactly a popular stage due to this slow swimming that was involved, but this is kind of in the way. JonnyLink, what do you want to take in there? Yeah, just gonna have to go and take this one also. Nasty jumping cheeps coming out of nowhere for One Fine Day, and JonnyLink's probably right in about the same spot in just a moment. He's going to see. Well, he sees it, and he was able to avoid it. One Fine Day in that trench that you had to get through with all the piranhas, and they are once again neck and neck. This is oh no, JonnyLink takes a hit. Probably the first hit that either runner has had since we had the very first, and JonnyLink's going to take a P-Wing. I think he's going to realize that no, this is not one that you can P-Wing over. He's going to go back down and into it, and now we have a more significant lead for one of our runners, as One Fine Day is entering the World 6 airship, which is the World 5 airship. Or One Fine Day is entering the World 5 airship, while JonnyLink is still in 6-6. We got Morton. Morton takes one hit. He's beefy, he's heavy. He takes 2 hits, so he's not too salty. A lot of fat diet, but not much salt in the diet for Morton. And he goes down just 2 hits. JonnyLink trying to juke out that blooper that's guarding the final exit. Gets it, and he's on his way out the door of 6-6. All he's got to do is avoid that cheap that he stomped, and Bob's your uncle. In the meantime, One Fine Day clearing out World 6 airship, and I don't know how that Koopa got in your pajamas either, so sorry, King. JonnyLink gets the 5-up fireworks and enters World 5. And it's 8-2. He's not going to take the quicksands of shame. He's going to take a flying leap right on into the backside of a Koopa Paratroopa and then, ooh, right into the maw of one of those piranha plants. Takes that first large gap slowly, and not bad. He's got to be careful here with that Venus fire trap, and JonnyLink is taking down more. He's trying to take the, ooh, into that large gap. This time he'll take a P-Wing. Let's just hope he remembers, don't forget that one Koopa Bear. There you go. Yeah, that should help him out. Hey, oh no! Loses his P-Wing once again to Venus Fire Trap. JonnyLink's got that one. He's saying goodbye to the Queen, to the King. One Fine Day still got a significant lead though, as he's still there he goes. Gets that jump off the note block. Still got a significant lead, but he's got 8-2 in between him and JonnyLink, so he's not bad. Now let's see how JonnyLink takes this 8-2. He's gonna go take the quicksands of shame. There is no shame in the quicksands of shame. There's also no shame in having enough knowledge to be able to clear out the in-card panel. JonnyLink finds that was a flower in the power-up room, and he emerges in between the Venus fire traps, puts a fireball into the face of one of them, gets some revenge, and makes a flying leap to the gold card and clears it. One Fine Day, finding himself on the emerging from that pipe, finds himself right next to the Paradox pipe. All he has to do is throw down a music box, and he makes the Hammer Brothers go to sleep. So he's now entering one of our World 7 stages, and he's going to do a clip. I don't blame him. I believe this is 7-6 here. This is you don't want to have to play this. So he's going for the clip. See if he gets it. JonnyLink, over in 5-4, gets hit on Lakitu during the iframe. Oh, Lakitu comes back and hits him right in the back of the head. One Fine Day spending a lot of time here on this clip. There he goes. Decides to go back to the back end of it and finally gets through that clip. That was quite a bit of time lost though, so we'll see if that ends up hurting him. He spent about 50 seconds, a little over 50 seconds of counter time just trying to work through that. One Fine Day now entering the fortress. It's the World 2 fortress, so there's Spike Fort and the old desert stage with all those deserty looking sand blocks. JonnyLink first try. So he gets a clip first try, whereas it took One Fine Day about 50 counter cycles to do it. So that's going to be, even after the 5-up fireworks, that's going to be about 40 seconds worth of advantage that he has just on that one stage. And that actually has allowed JonnyLink to catch back up significantly, as he is now at the back end of the World 2 fort. All he has to do is, oh no. One Fine Day got Hammer Brother Marathon. That was about a 15 move Hammer Brothers there. not what you want to see, folks. Not what you want to see is a long hammer brother movement while you're in a race. Oh, puts a fireball right in the face of that blooper that was trying to cozy up to him. Gets a Goomba to get a little bit of a revenge, but that was a nice move. And let's see if maybe with the star he can get a little bit of revenge on Lakitu. Lakitu puts a spiny right down on top of him, so he's back to small, but gets a double hit. Ooh, JonnyLink, he's got that Danny blooper right there, and it gave him a little bit of grief. He's making his way through it. Oh no. Sorry, JonnyLink, there's nowhere for you to go. One Fine Day spins a P-Wing, turns out to be in 7-6. It will make the swimming a little bit faster, not too much. It lets them still climb during the vertical climbs, but not the best level to have to use a P-Wing on, but certainly not the worst. And, I mean, it gets them through there a little bit faster. Meanwhile, JonnyLink is right on his tail once again. So, as One Fine Day enters the Roll 4 airship, you'll have Roy to face, and we'll find out here what Roy wants to give to us in a moment. Roy takes 1 hit. Roy takes 2 hits, and that's all Roy's got to give. So Roy gives 2 hits, and that was a very quick airship for One Fine Day. JonnyLink is once again right on his heels. He's got just the duration of that airship to fight to make up. So as they go into World 8, we're looking at probably about a 30-second difference between our two runners. Somebody once told me the world is gonna... Sorry, I promised I wouldn't sing. So our first enemy stage is 3-8. Or 3-8. This is 3-9. Sorry, the one that features Spike in the vanilla game. One Fine Day making very quick work of that one. Since it was not a fortress, that was taking the place of the first tank stage. Oh, the princess gave them a hammer at the very end, which is not going to be handy. Unless they need to break a lock somewhere, which could be the case. I forgot. This is still the bracket stage, and JonnyLink just demonstrates that there was a good use for the hammer, but the hammer was blocking a hand stage, and JonnyLink's gonna pay a 1-up to not have to play that hand stage. It's totally out of the way, totally understandable. It's no need for that to play that stage. One Fine Day finds 6F2, and JonnyLink finds himself on the wrong side of a lock that he can't break. See, he just had a hammer. He could have used it right then. And JonnyLink gets hand staged. It's 5-2. Has the split direction, and he needs to... Yes, he does get the... One Fine Day, still moving his way around the spotlight. I don't think we've seen Bowser's Keep yet. Now One Fine Day also finds the same stage, same World 6 stage, and goes right down even the exact same pit that JonnyLink visited. Now he visits stage and finds himself in the Super Tanks in that Fortress card. Super Tanks, when it has been de-auto-scrolled, is a very quick level, so this shouldn't take much longer at all. And then he'll face Boom Boom. That will break a lock or do something here shortly. JonnyLink in 6F2 is also about to possibly break a lock or build a bridge. This is synchronized, so we'll see very quickly here. I could not tell where any locks were that were broken on that, or bridges built or anything. Neither of them broke that lock, though, on the hand stage screen. We have a bridge to build, and One Fine Day is right there in the Navy. One Fine Day has this. If he can just clear out the Navy real quick, he will have this race. Almost, well, we'll see. We still have a bridge, and we still have that other locked door. So we're still not guaranteed yet. So let's see. One Fine Day clears out the Boom Boom fight while a Tanuki. Let's see what we have here. It is the bridge. That will take One Fine Day right to Bowser's Castle. All he needs to do is figure out what power-ups he's taken. He's taken the Tanuki suit he had and a star into Bowser's Castle, and this race is his to win. JonnyLink is right behind him, though. He's in the Navy stage. This won't take long. He's also dressed as a Tanuki. So we're looking at a match set once again as we enter. One Fine Day takes a Disco Waffle hit. Trying to get that Everman's clip, the Nintendo Power clip. Gets it and moves through the Podoboo room. JonnyLink's right there with the Boom Boom kill. One Fine Day taking the upper route. No lasers so far. Here we go. We got the randomized fireballs. There's 2 of them. 3 next. Oh! Missed the lasers, and here's Bowser. He's got 5 stomps at least to clear out the bricks underneath them. There goes one of them. JonnyLink found himself in one of the other stages that he didn't need to play, and he's gone back to the main screen and going through some pipes. In the meantime, One Fine Day has Bowser right there on his heels. There he goes. Bowser is all but done for. JonnyLink's playing the... Yeah, it doesn't matter now. There goes Bowser. Ladies and gentlemen, get your GGs out here for One Fine Day, who has cleared Bowser and has taken the first round of this match. One Fine Day wins with an official SRL time of 37 minutes and 6 seconds. Now we're back to JonnyLink. That was a great match, runners. JonnyLink's back out. He's gonna... Looks like he is continuing to play. And he finds himself at Bowser's Castle. So here we go. He's just got that one P-Wing. He's going to take a P-Wing into Bowser's Castle. This won't be long at all. He'll have this one also. Sorry, chat. The buzz, I think, is coming off of JonnyLink's, one of JonnyLink's audio channels. Just a little 60 hertz noise. JonnyLink puts a very quick work to that clip, and he's through the Podoboo room. Looks like he's going to take the upper route. He's trying for that clip. Not getting it the first couple times, so he's going to bypass it. And he's through the laser statues with no lasers. He gets through the first couple of fireballs. He's trying to scroll the screen over a little bit so he can get those fireballs to spawn. Gets lasered right at the last second as he's entering Bowser's room. So here JonnyLink has Bowser. This should take just a few seconds and he'll be done as well. There goes one stomp. And JonnyLink's got it ready. All he's got to do is avoid those fireballs that should completely miss him anyways. There we go. 2 more jumps to go and we'll be done here. JonnyLink, seconds away from finishing. And there goes Bowser, taking the long dive. And JonnyLink, congratulations. GG, JonnyLink. finishing very close to One Fine Day. Nice race, both of you guys. JonnyLink's official SRL time is 39 minutes, 14 seconds. Good game to both of our players. We have at least one more game, though. This is a best-of-3 matcher after all. One Fine Day will pick the flag sets for the next match. We're going to go get set up. Fans, don't go away because we've got at least one more game to play. I'll be right back for you.